Craig's Gun Channel. In today's video, we're going to do just a quick overview of the Streamlight Sidewinder flashlight. I've done a variety of flashlight reviews over the years. Usually they're tactical lights, things that are made to be very bright, to be able to look long distances, or even blind, possible aggressors. Different type of light. The intent with those is to be as small a package as possible and put out as much light as possible. The Streamlight Sidewinder, on the other hand, was something a little bit different. This was designed, quite honestly, to replace the old GI angle head flashlight as the principal task lighting source for military personnel. There's since been a variety of versions of these. There's civilian models. There's models created for aviation. This particular one's the military model. They differ a little bit in their functions and capabilities. Performance is pretty much similar in all of them. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this. So the Streamlight Sidewinder was first released in 2007. Then there was a revision in 2009 where they upgraded the LEDs to C4 LEDs. Different applications of these. There's military, marine, aviation, law enforcement, just general purpose, civilian sales and civilian use. So basically, as far as the description, it's a compact, high-performance, multi-source LED flashlight with C4 LED technology. Case material, it's high impact, super tough and nylon. And it's a plastic, but it's nylon. It's very durable. They're almost indestructible, really. They're very solid body. Dimension-wise, they're not huge here. They're 4.65 inches long, 2.34 inches wide, and about just over an inch deep at its widest point there. The head on it articulates, so it can go from side to side, and it has a belt clip here, which in the case of military use, you can put this on a pocket or on molle webbing, and basically then angle this forward, and it'll be able to provide you with light, whatever you kind of need it. Of course, then it can just sit on a table as well or be handheld. This particular cutout on the belt clip goes into a helmet mount, so these can be helmet mounted as well. There's 4 different light sources on this one. The military model, it comes with basically a white light, which has several different light outputs. So the highest output on the white light is 55 lumens. That's on high. So they're, again, not super bright, but it's a task light. So go ahead and turn it on here. On the military version, it starts off on its low setting. So that would be at 5% of the total output. If you go to the next setting, it brightens up a little bit, and that's 25% output. Go again, it goes to 60%, and then the final time, it's 100%. So this is the full 55 lumens. There's actually plenty of light there. Not a big hot spot. It's a fairly diffuse light. It's made for close quarters illumination to be able to, if you're reading a map or working on something, that type of a thing. Think campsite light. This isn't meant for long distance, illumination. As far as the controls, everything is controlled through this switch here. This switch is a push button switch. There is circuitry on the inside, so it's push button. When you click it, it starts off on its lowest setting. It doesn't do a memory thing, so no matter how you turn it off, when you turn it on, it goes to its lowest setting. That's the military version. Most of the civilian or non-military versions, when you click it, it goes to the brightest setting first, and then every step it would go down. Military, it's just the opposite. Idea being for light discipline, you start off with the lowest possible light that you might need, and then work up as needed. So basically, when you just click it once, it turns the light on. Then you hold it down until it cycles to the next one and let up, and then hold it down to the cycles to the next one and let up. And you can just hold it in place, and it will just cycle up and then down. So it'll go to its brightest, and then it'll start going down to its lowest. Then to turn it off, you just click it again. Now, as I said, it's a multifunction switch, so it's got a lockout on it, so it won't turn unless you pull out on it first. So if you pull out and then turn, you can then go to its next setting, which in this case should be the blue. So it's got a blue light, and there again, same thing. Starts off at the lowest and goes through to the brightest, and then works back down to the dimmest. Now, if it's already on, if you turn the knob, it just goes to the next one. Now, in this particular one, the next setting on this was IR. The camera should pick that up a little bit. Yeah, it's just barely glowing. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. But it's an infrared light, and it's meant to use for night vision. There again, not super bright, but it's there. Then, of course, the next setting, go the other way here, would be the red. And there again, the same as all the other ones. You just hold the button down, then it will cycle through the different lights. Of course, if you turn it off and then turn it on, it always starts off at its lowest setting. Now, you can double click it, and then that will go into the strobe mode, which it blinks at its highest output. And there again, once you're in the strobe mode, you can switch that to any of the colors, and even on the IR, so you could use it in IR mode as like a indicator beacon, so people with night vision to be able to see you, but no one else would. So that's pretty much it as far as the controls. Battery-wise, this is the full-size Sidewinder. It takes 2 AA batteries, so it's got a little thumb wheel there, which if you unscrew that, it comes out. The cap is held with a steel lanyard that's internally attached. It just takes 2 AA batteries. It's marked on the case which side goes which, so positive up, positive on the inside there, so alternate them. It is sealed, gasket there, so it is waterproof. And as far as total output, the red and blue are rated. Let's see, where is it? Red is 1 lumen at its brightest, 40 candela peak beam intensity. Blue is 1.8 lumens, 130 candela peak beam intensity. And then the IR puts out 25 milliwatts radiant intensity. The white, as I said, is 55 lumens with 1,175 candela peak beam intensity and a 69 meter beam distance. That's not really going to project and illuminate stuff at 69 meters, but theoretically at 69 meters, if you shine a light on it, it's perfectly, completely pitch black out there at 69 meters. If you shine this at it, it will illuminate it a little bit. That's pretty much it as far as with the military version. Some of the other versions that are out there will use a green LED in place of the IR. So you might have red, blue, and green, or different combinations of the light depending on the use. Again, the military one starts off on its lowest setting, and the other ones start off on the brightest setting. So that's pretty much it as far as with the Streamlight Sidewinder. They did make an upgrade to these to where they came out with what's called the Sidewinder Compact, which basically it's kind of think the same head, but then only about that much for the body, and it takes a CR123A or a AA battery. So they revised the circuitry on it to get a little bit better performance, and it's a smaller form factor. I'll do a separate video on those as well. I just really like the fact it uses AA batteries, which are just, you can find them everywhere. As far as utility light goes, I use this light all the time. Basically, if I ever need to move around the house in the dark, this is what I grab, as opposed to my, one of the tactical lights or a mag light or something, which is going to just put out way too much light, more than what you're going to need. It will actually blind you as much as illuminate what you're wanting to look at. So I think these are great little lights. They're still available, all of those different versions of them, the compact or the full size. And there, like I said, I just wanted to do a quick video on it just to show you what their features and capabilities are. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more like it. We value your comments and feedback, so please feel free to let us know your thoughts. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up there. Until next time, stay safe.